Basically, I will be sharing 4 slides, 4 content. First is motivation. This will be very minor contents. Second will be how to write, that is basically the improving writing skills in high impact journal papers. Second content will be impact assessment, particularly citation impact, its pros and cons, how to address professionally. And finally, I will be addressing a little bit about ethics, publication ethics. That's also important. Need to be aware, some of the right things, some of the wrong things. So I'll move to the second slides. So this is my second file, and this will be quite second focus. But I'll give more focus on citation impact, because this one, I think on an average, in most cases, you have gone through this maybe through other speakers, but I have some unique features. I will give special focus in all those areas, particularly how to address novelties, the addressing methodologies, scope, those which we are facing some challenges. So I'll put a little bit more effort, but I'll be slightly faster in this presentation, and probably it will be good to spend more time on citation impact, because I feel that is the hottest topic so far based on my experience. Okay, so this basically will be how we can improve our writing skill. Of course, many of you already published, you already have the skills, but again, nobody is perfect. We can improve our skills day by publishing again and again. As you have seen in my profile, I have almost 700 journal and conference papers. So this is again, by doing this, actually, I improve myself. So again, sometimes reviewers, editors also ask, despite having these numbers, having these skills, experience, editors sometimes ask me to go to school and learn how to write paper, how to read, how to publish paper. But yeah, sometimes it is enjoyable. Okay, you can see, so it is a peer review process, so it is not that easy. So there are a lot of barricades there. So if you can overcome all these barricades, obstacles, so from your supervisors, from the collaborators, from your co-authors, and finally reviewers, editors, and so on, and then you will enjoy your success. So it is not an easy process. So that's why you need to go through this training process. So now I'll be talking a little bit more about the how to form titles, abstract, introduction, methodology, because these are the key components in almost all disciplines of research areas. So title is an important because this will attract the readers. If title is not attractive, catchy at the first instance, probably readers will not go through your paper. So that's why you need to pay a little bit of attention. So I will share some of my experience, how to write a catchy title, how to write an attractive titles. I'll give some examples as well. This is important, but paper will never be rejected because of title. So keep in your mind. So this always can be, there always will be rooms for improvement. Tell the title of the manuscript needs to be short and relevant to the subject matter. That's why in the next slide, I will tell you how to form the titles. So as short as possible and relevant to the subject matter. Sometimes what you write 3 sentences, 4 sentences, or 5 sentences too long, without thinking, without critically thinking, just whatever you thought, maybe partial content, not the full content of the papers is reflected. Sometimes I think without just thinking, these are normally those who are beginners, it might happen. So that's why you have a look also some of the titles in your area when you are reading the papers. When you are writing titles, have a look some of the titles, those which are highly cited, published in top journals and so on. These basically will attract the reader's attention if they feel that this title is attractive, and then they will read the abstract, introduction, and there is a possibility that they will cite your paper, they will use your paper. So that's why title need to be a little bit attractive. Be specific, not too general. Avoid jargon and abbreviations. Basically, sometimes we put, for example, the mathematical jargon. So, you know, the mathematical jargon is maybe might be known only for you or in your specific field. So some other researcher might not be interested, and it will distract reading your papers, will go through your papers. So that's why, in my opinion, always try these types of jargon and abbreviations in the title. So this is my approach. So mind map. So when you are writing, forming a good title, write a few keywords. So you know the content. So you write 8 to 10 keywords, and of course, you know, 8 to 10 keyword is too much. So, you know, some are weak and some are strong. So which are weak? You have written the paper, you have read the literature, so you know which one strong, which one weak. This is again based on perception. There is no hard and fast rule. So in my case, I know my contents. I talk with my students. If I feel that some keywords are weak, maybe some are strong again, I discuss with my team member, with my students, and then finally we decide maybe up to 5 keywords, and by combining all those keywords, probably we can form a title. So this is my approach. And then in most cases, for my students' thesis and also paper titles, if we feel that titles are not that catchy, so then I ask them to write 3 titles, and from there, we mutually agree, discuss, and finalize final title. Sometimes these are some of the challenges we face, like title is too long, as I mentioned, not attractive, not appealing, contains mathematical jargon, too general, too specific, does not reflect the content. So these are some of the checklists. When you write your title, try to check these things by yourself with your team members. Probably this will improve up to a certain level. You can see here, I put a good examples of 2 titles: thermal energy conversion in nanofluid. It is short. It is there is no mathematical jargon. I think in general people can understand. So thermal energy conversion in nanofluids. And there's another title, a guide to writing articles in energy science. And I also suggest you read, you download this paper. This is in applied energy. This is also how to write papers. This is published in Applied Energy. As you know, Applied Energy is one of the top journal in the field of energy and fuels. So its impact factor is 8 point something. It was published some time back. I don't know exactly date, but you can download this paper and you can read. Actually, I have taken some of the content. I have read this paper since I have to prepare these types of slides. So I get the helps from literature as well. So I suggest you read this, a guide to writing articles in energy science. Okay, this will help you also in-depth writing, improving in your writing skill. Now I'm moving to the abstract. Again, this is an important element, but again, there always will be rooms for you to improve. Because of this, it might not be rejected. But again, if good abstract will attract the readers to go into the deeper of the paper, and this might help you to get your paper cited. It should be short and precise, giving clear indication of what investigation has been described in the manuscript and precise conclusion to entice the potential reader. So as short as possible. But as you can see in the last sentence, so in journals, normally they gave you some guidelines, so 150 to 200 words. So you follow that guideline, that will help you to maintain it short and precise. So here, don't put each and every detail. So in the next slides, actually, we will give very clear-cut, structured way of writing an abstract. So when I was writing, when I was learning, so nobody actually taught me what should be the content of the abstract. So I'm glad that now you are fortunate. Universities are organizing these types of online talk, offline talk, and this basically is very much helpful for your improving your writing skill. Okay. So what happens when you write? Normally, these are the things based on my experience. After supervising so many students and collaborators, I feel sometimes it is not structured because each of the component has structure. Okay. So when we go to build a building, so it has base, it has beam, it has column, it has roof, so many things. So it has to be in a systematic way. Similarly, this paper abstract also has a structure. So if we know the structure, actually, it will help you very much to write it in a proper way. sometimes not balanced. Balance, as you can really understand, maybe you write everything on results only, no objectives, no background information, and everything only methodology. So it becomes imbalanced. Sometimes it may contain also emotive term, huge, significant. These are not major things, but again, some reviewers are sensitive because we are scientists. We're always looking for actual number. For example, significant. It is a statistical term. To someone, maybe it is 100 is a significant, 50 is a significant. To some people, maybe it is 50 is significant. So to me, if you write exactly number, let's say some numbers or values or percentage. So in my case, I can write it is 10% improvement. So this value is 20 kilowatts something. So if we put exact value, factual factors rather than this emotive terms, I think that will be scientifically, I think will be stronger. Sometimes no major findings at all. So these are some of the things happens in some cases. So this slide is very important.